Hey everybody, Sal Capaccio here, WGR Sports Radio 550, Bill's sideline reporter, inviting you to do what I do every Wednesday and Friday night. That's check out 30 Minutes Live with CDP, coming at you from Ontario, right on your Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels. You can check it out every Wednesday and Friday night, just like I do. 30 Minutes Live with CDP.
Hey guys, how are you? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna try one more time with Dave Jickster from 97 Rock. I apologize. I had a problem the other night with Jerry Royce. He couldn't hear me at all, and we finally got connected, and then I had audio feedback. So, guys, can you let me know right now if you can hear me loud and clear? I guess Dave could see me loud and clear and hear me, but unfortunately, on my end, I couldn't hear Dave at all. So like I said, guys, I apologize. I have to try to figure this out. I don't know if it's my headphones or not. I can, like I said, guys, if you guys could just send me a comment and just let me know if you can hear me or not. I apologize that. So I'm going to try to bring Dave back on in the next minute or two, but unfortunately, I'm not sure. Like I said, we'll try to get this resolved, but I was looking forward to talking to Dave from 97 Rock tonight in Buffalo. So hopefully I can get this audio issue solved. Pat, since you're on here right now, Pat, can you just send me a message in the comment section and let me, you can hear me loud and clear? Okay, Pat, the problem is that's good that you guys can hear me loud and clear and I can see you guys. When my guest comes on, they can hear me, but I can't hear them. So I got to try to figure this out with the audio, because I did get Jerry Royce on the other night and we had problems with it Saturday night. And then when we did get connected, I had a lot of audio feedback. So I'm not sure if it's a StreamYard issue or something to do with my headphones. Like I said, I guess the microphone part works on it, and I can hear like my opening videos on here from Sal Capaccio and stuff like that. And I did post the video on here too. So, you know what, guys, bear with me while we're waiting for Dave. I'm just going to show a little clip of Dave anyways. 1 sec, guys, and we'll see how this goes. But we'll just show this about Dave, and hopefully we can get him back on.
I'm Dave Jickster, and I'm playing in the 11-day power play. I have so many friends and friends of friends and people that I've worked with passed away from cancer. So that's why I'm playing. I'm also playing because I really see a light at the end of the tunnel in our lifetime of the progress cancer research at Roswell. They're making such great progress, and I really think that a lot of cancers, most cancers, are going to be treatable or curable, before I leave this world. The guys that I met and trained with 4 years ago were the most amazing 39 guys I ever met. We're all like a big family now. And I'm hoping to get that feeling again while we raise money.
Anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you a little clip of Dave. Dave's very active in charity work in the Buffalo, New York area. So, like I said, guys, Pat, I just read your comment. That's good. You don't think it's my microphone. Does he have the right microphone selected? I'm assuming he does. Like I said, so I'm glad you guys can see me good and hear me loud and clear. So I apologize. Like I said, I was hoping to talk to Dave tonight, and I don't want to take up too much of his time. I did send him another invite and see if we'll try it one more time anyways. But like I said, Pat, I'm still learning all this audio stuff. I've never had any problems with StreamYard until now. So I'm just not sure if it's a StreamYard issue or on my end. Like I said, I the other night, Jerry Royce could hear me, but I couldn't hear him. And then we fixed that issue. And then I had some audio feedback. And then tonight, like I said, we'll see what happens, but I'm going to try to bring Dave back on here again. Just 1 second, guys. I guess things happen. Things do happen. And I was looking forward to speaking to him. I'm just going to check one more thing. I'm just going to try emailing him one more time. And we'll see if we can get Dave on. I was really looking forward to Dave tonight talking to me. So unfortunately, I may be on Dave's end. Okay, Pat. Like I said, yeah, it's just 2 nights in a row because I've been pretty lucky so far, Pat, doing my podcast. I haven't had any issues until last Saturday with Jerry Royce. Then we managed to get it going, but then we had audio feedback. So I know I use Google Chrome for StreamYard, and I use my laptop. So I don't know. Unfortunately, yeah, hopefully we can get this solved or whatever. Like I said, Pat, you know this as well as I do. You've been in broadcasting longer than me. Sometimes audio issues happen. I did get on early tonight, Pat. I always do, and I always check to make sure I can hear out of my headsets and if my microphone works. So I always do try to be a little prepared before I come on and stuff. So anyways, yeah, like I said, I was just hoping to get Dave on tonight because he's been with 97 Rock for 20 years in Buffalo, and he's very active with charity work there too. Dave is also a huge Buffalo Bills fan as well, and he's a huge Sabres fan. And a lot of the charity work he does with a group called Power Play, and it's a big hockey tournament they do in Buffalo that raises money for, I believe, Roswell Park Cancer Place. And Dave and I had Pete Gallivan on here the other night from WGRZ Channel 2 in Buffalo, and they're both involved with the Power Play thing. No doubt, sometimes things are completely out of your control. I agree. It's just like I said, Pat. I just wasn't sure if it was on my end or his end. Like I said, I could see Dave, no problem. He got on, no problem, but I couldn't hear him at all. Dave could see me and hear me, but there's an issue, and I'm gonna have to probably call StreamYard. So obviously, like I said, I'm gonna give Dave a couple more minutes, and hopefully we can figure this out. If not, I'll have to reschedule with Dave Jickster because, like I said, I just was hoping this problem was solved at all. My headphones, I can hear. I have satellite radio, Pat, since I'm talking to you, and I can hear that. Hey, Pat, I was just wondering, can I try something with you, Pat? I know this is short notice, Pat, but are you able to, if I send you a link, would you be able to just come on for like a minute and just see if it's an issue as well with you as well? So just let me know, Pat, if you're able to do that, just to come on with me for live for about a minute and just see if I can hear you. I'm not worried about not being able to see you, obviously, but I just wanted to see if it's on your end as well. If that's okay, if I can send you a link to my broadcast and just come and talk to me for a minute. Yeah, like I said, guys, you just sometimes have to prepare for the unexpected. So I'm hoping to get Dave on. But Pat, if I send you my link, I really would appreciate it if you could come on for a minute and just see if the end is on possibly on my end as well. I'm going to just send it right here, Pat. Okay, thank you, Pat. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate this. And I made sure my volume on my headphones was turned up, so it wasn't like I had it turned off. So if you just click on that, you should be able to come on. Thank you so much, Pat. I owe you for doing this because I just want to make sure. I just like to get this fixed because I feel bad, guys. I love doing my podcast, and I've been very lucky not to have technical difficulties. But obviously, last week there was an issue with Jerry Royce, and then we got it fixed. But then I had audio feedback, and then tonight Dave got on no problem, just like Jerry did, and then I could see Dave good, but I couldn't hear him. So yeah, it's just a matter of hopefully figuring this out. But like I said, guys, bear with me. I'm gonna have to kill some time here. Anyways, like I said, guys, I'm hoping to have Dave on tonight. If not, I apologize. And what we'll do is we'll do a rain check for another night. And hopefully we can get this technical issue solved. Yeah, because like I said, Dave's been with 97 Rock for a long time, and he's a really good guy, and I really appreciate him coming on tonight. And I was going to talk to him about his Buffalo Bills and maybe some Sabres hockey and maybe about the Buffalo Toronto Blue Jays as well. So we'll see what happens there. But anyways, guys, I have another guest lined up too on Friday, and cross our fingers. I'm going to have former Blue Jays announcer Jerry Howarth on Friday night at 7 o'clock, and hopefully we get this technical difficulties resolved by then. I'm looking forward to talking to Jerry. He was with the Blue Jays from 1981 to 2017, and he was partners with the late great Tom Cheek for 23 years, and they called back-to-back World Series in 92, 93, and I really look forward to speaking to Jerry Howarth. And he also came up with a book a couple years ago called Hello Friends, my life and stories about Blue Jays baseball and his time in Toronto. So, okay, Pat, I'm going to send you the link. Give me 1 second, Pat. I'm going to send you the link right now. Give me 1 second. Guys, like I said, I'm just going to have to keep talking for a few more minutes. And I'm going to bring my friend Pat on and just see if the issue is on me or not. So 1 second, guys. 1 second. And I'm going to see if we can get Pat on. Like I said, I got to keep talking. So anyways, guys, if you guys have questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, Pat just sent you the link via email. Okay. So I'm going to hopefully get my friend Pat on for a minute, and we'll see if Pat can come on and then stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, I'm just not sure if the audio issue is on my end or my guest's end. So like I said, it's a matter of being able to hear. And like I said, I really apologize for all this, guys. But anyways, you know what? Like I said, as Pat was saying, things sometimes happen. So give me 1 second. Hey, Pat.
How's it going, Chris?
I can hear you loud and clear. Oh my God. Yeah, loud and clear.
Good.
Okay, because I was kind of doubting that it was on me because when I had Jerry Royce on Saturday, I could see him and hear him, but he couldn't hear me. And then I removed him from my broadcast, and then he came on again, and then I did connect with him, but I ended up having bad audio feedback. So I was just wondering if it was on my end or the guest's end.
Yeah, I think maybe the feedback issue might have possibly been your microphone, but when everyone in the chat, including myself, said that we could hear you, I was pretty sure that it might have been something on Dave's end, which is obviously not his fault. You know, these things happen sometimes, right? So hopefully you guys are able to fix this, and if not, maybe have him back on another time.
Yeah, because I even Pat, sorry about that. I even unhooked my my headphones and just try to use my computer audio, and I still couldn't hear him. I know one thing with my laptop, I do have to do updates tonight, but obviously it's not on my end because I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to check the updates and everything like that. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight. Like I said, I won't keep you too long, but I really appreciate you coming on and doing this because I just wasn't sure if it was on my end or his end in that.
No problem. Glad I could help.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna end up. I'm gonna email Dave when I get off with you and see if he wants to reschedule or whatever. But I guess things do happen with technology, so. And I know with this system, Pat, they do say to use Google Chrome, and they prefer you to use a desktop. So I don't know if Dave was using his phone or he was using his laptop or not. I don't know. So I'll have to email him on that.
Yeah, I know that they do suggest to use Google Chrome. I've used it on this platform before with my phone, just using it as. Not like going live for a broadcast or anything like that, but I've just used it for meeting purposes through my phone, and it seemed to work no problem. I've had guests that have been on their phone before, and that's had no problem. So maybe it's a Google Chrome thing. Maybe he was trying to use a different browser. That definitely could be an issue.
Okay. Anyways, Pat, like I said, thank you for coming on here. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
I wasn't planning on having technical difficulties tonight, but I'll definitely. Sorry.
Don't worry. No one ever plans to have technical difficulties, buddy. Don't worry. It happens. It happens on the highest ends of show, whether it be ESPN or TSN or small podcasts. So it happens to everyone. Don't feel bad about it, buddy. And you'll be able to get Dave on another time.
Oh, definitely. Yes, definitely. I'm not worried about that. It's just he's a really good guest, and I was looking forward to talking to him. But anyways, Pat, I really appreciate you coming on just to check to see if it was on my headphones, but obviously it was on his end. I'm going to send him an email when I'm done with you, Pat. So hopefully you can watch a few more minutes, and hopefully we can get him on. If not, we'll definitely reschedule Dave again.
Absolutely. Hopefully I can come back on another time, and maybe not as a IT person, rather a guest to talk some sports.
Definitely. I was looking at doing maybe an NBA preview or a playoff show just to talk about all the first round. I don't know if you and I was trying to get maybe you and my friend Aaron Sanders, who's the live streaming voice of the Express, maybe to come on and just talk about the first round series in the NBA playoffs.
Cool. Yeah, that could possibly work. Yeah, let me know. Let me know for sure.
Definitely we'll do that. So, okay, Pat, I'm going to let you go, but thank you so much for checking in with me on here then.
No problem, buddy.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyways, guys, like I said, I'm hoping to have Dave back on. If not, we're going to have to reschedule him. And like I said, things do happen on broadcasts. So I really do feel bad about this. But like I said, guys, it does happen. So I'm just going to try one more time. Let's see. I'm going to try sending him one more link. Yeah. Hey, guys, if you guys have any questions, Mark or Trevor or Shelly watching, feel free. Okay. Okay, we're going to try this one more time, guys. If not, we're going to reschedule, which is no problem. Dave's a really good guy. So anybody has any questions, wants to ask me questions, feel free to ask. Since we're waiting, hopefully I can get Dave back on here. If not, we'll do it again. You guys can check me out on audio version, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Apple Podcast, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Spotify. And also, guys, check out 97rock.com in Buffalo. It's classic rock station in Buffalo. It's pretty cool. And you can follow Dave Jickster on Twitter at DJ Jickster. And he's a pretty cool guy and stuff like that. He loves the sports net. And since we're waiting, I'm just going to put on my next guest here. 1 second, guys. Like I said, 1 second. I'm learning stuff lately too about technology. So yeah, my next guest, guys, will be Jerry Harworth this Friday night at 7:00. He's a longtime former radio voice of the Blue Jays, and he also has a book out that he published in 2019 called Hello Friends, Stories from My Life and Blue Jays Baseball, which was published just a couple years ago. And it's also available on Indigo and Amazon. So I'm looking forward to talking to Jerry this Friday night at 7:00. So anyways, guys, like I said, if you guys have questions and that, feel free to ask me. And we'll just try to kill some time and see. Mark Richardson, yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Mark. Do you think McDavid's on his way out of Edmonton? No. I think Jack Eichel is more on his way out of. Jack Eichel is more likely to leave Buffalo than Connor McDavid. McDavid is a franchise player, Mark. There's no way, in my opinion, that they'll be trading him there. And same question, yeah. So Mark, to answer your question, no, McDavid won't be leaving Edmonton and stuff like that. So, anyways, Mark, feel free to ask me questions. We'll call this the Ask CDP podcast. Again, guys, there is an issue with my guest tonight, with Dave Jickster. I'm hopefully we can get this corrected, because I was looking forward to speaking to Dave tonight. And like I said, guys, please check him out on 97rock.com in Buffalo, and also check him out on the 11-day power play, where they play hockey for 11 straight days to raise money for Roswell Park in cancer. Dave and Pete Gallivan from Channel 2 are very active in that power play. So, yeah, like I said, guys, let's see. The Blue Jays are in New York tonight, and they beat the Yankees last night 6-2. Vladimir Guerrero hit his Major League 16th leading home run, which is amazing. Right now, he must be an MVP candidate for the American League. My concern if you were a Blue Jays fan, and I'll bring this up with Jerry Howarth, is their bullpen. I think the Blue Jays bullpen has got some major issues. Their starting pitching has actually been pretty good. Oh, by the way, guys, since I'm killing some time here, you guys can follow me on Facebook, my sports blog page, Twitter, Instagram, and please subscribe and hit like to my YouTube channel. I'm still working on building that up. I'm up to 37 subscribers now. I'm trying to get up to hopefully 100 by the end of this year. So, and you guys can email me at cpame19@gmail.com as well. So, and like I said, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming on here, and hopefully we'll get Dave on here again. So, if not, we'll do a rain check. So, but like I said, guys, I've got more guests. I got Jerry coming on Friday, and then next week I got a couple more guests coming on too. And we'll just keep doing this as long as I can. I'm just going to try to kill a few more minutes. Not kill a few more minutes, but just keep talking. Like I said, Pat, thanks for coming on, buddy. I really appreciate you just coming on with your audio, and I could hear you loud and clear. So things with technology do happen. So, and you know what, Dave is a good guy, so there shouldn't be an issue with doing a rain check with Dave. I just didn't want to tie him up too long tonight on here. So, but we'll just see what happens. But like I said, guys, check out my guests. And okay, Pat, great. More questions. Thoughts on the Jets sweeping the Oilers? I was shocked. I thought the Jets would win the series, Pat, but I honestly thought the Jets would win in 6 games. Winnipeg outcoached them. The goaltending outplayed them. The Jets dominated the Oilers. And for the Oilers, man, it's another disappointing first round loss, and to get swept with having the best player in hockey in Connor McDavid. I do think the Oilers are going to be looking for a new head coach, and Ken Holland is going to be on the hot seat. I know he came over from Detroit, won 4 cups with Detroit, but this sweep, like getting put out in the first round, is bad, but getting swept by Winnipeg. But I'll tell you this, Pat, it looks like the Leafs, they're up on Montreal 3-1. Note, Pat, the last time the Leafs were up 3-1 in a playoff series was 1987. That's hard to believe, against my Detroit Red Wings. And you know what happened in that 87 playoffs? They lost 3 in a row, and Detroit won in 7 games. So just something for Leaf fans to think about. The last time they were up 3-1, they lost in 7 to Detroit. I don't think they personally will with Montreal. I think the Leafs are a superior team to Montreal. But I'm going to tell you this, Pat, and it's not because I'm not a Leaf fan. I'm not a Leaf fan. I've never been a Leaf fan. But I honestly think Winnipeg, regardless if it was Toronto or Montreal, I really think Winnipeg will beat whoever wins that series. Most likely Toronto. I just think Paul Maurice is an outstanding coach. I think the Jets have the goaltending, and I think they have the skill and the size to handle the Leafs. I really do. I think it's going to be a tough matchup for the Leafs, especially. Montreal too. I'm not counting the Montreal Canadiens out, but right now it looks like it's going to be the Leafs and Winnipeg in the next round. And I really do think I would go with the Jets to win that in 6 or 7 games. I think it'll be a good series, and I think it'll go 6 or 7 games. But I think the Leafs would be better off playing Edmonton in the second round than Winnipeg, in my opinion. So, but you're going to see some changes in Edmonton. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Ken Holland, but I do think you're going to see a new coaching staff in there, and I think you're going to see some changes. But my friend Mark asked if Connor McDavid's out of Edmonton. I don't think so. You don't trade a franchise player like that unless somebody offers them a whack of players and star players for him. I don't think so. I think it's more likely you're going to see Jack Eichel leave Buffalo than Edmonton, but we'll see what happens there. Anyways, guys, like I said, I'm glad you guys can all see me and hear me okay on here. Like I said, I'm looking forward to hopefully we'll speak with Dave another time, obviously if not tonight. And then I'm looking forward to speaking with Jerry Howarth on Friday night at 7 o'clock. And I've already, Pat, made sure Jerry's going to be using Google Chrome because I think with this, he's got a computer. Jerry's already emailed me. He's got his laptop and he uses Google Chrome. So just to make sure there's no issues with that as well. So, but like I said, guys, we'll get this figured out and eventually Dave will come on and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, Pat, my thoughts on that. Yeah, the Jets really outplayed Edmonton and I'm shocked. I knew they were going to win the series. I just didn't think they win in four. I see last night LeBron James and Anthony Davis showed up and they beat the Suns 109 to 102. So that series is 1-1. I still think that series is going to go 6, but I got to go with the Lakers in 6. If AD can score 30, 40 points a game, LeBron does his thing, I think they can carry them past the Suns, but they have a hard road ahead of them being the number 7 seed because the Lakers are going to pretty well be on the road for most of their playoff games. And then Dallas is up 2-0. I can't believe the Mavericks, man, up 2-0 on the Clippers. That is hard to believe. I'll tell you this. Obviously, the problem wasn't Doc Rivers. They changed coaches, and this team, I know Kawhi Leonard did his job scoring, 41 points last night for the Clippers. But like I said, he can't do it all on his own, and Paul George seems to disappear in the playoffs. So I do think there's going to be major changes to the Clippers if they do not get by Dallas. But I'll tell you, this Mavericks team is not going to be an easy out. And one other series I want to talk to you about, Pat, is the Knicks and Hawks. I know the Hawks won Game 1 in New York the other night at the last second basket, pardon me. But I really think that Knicks Atlanta series is going to go 7 games. I really think both teams are young, athletic, and I really hope it goes 7 games. And Brooklyn, Boston, I really think the Nets are going to sweep Boston. Jason Tatum left the game with an injury last night. Jaylen Brown is out for the playoffs. I don't think the Celtics have enough talent to compete with the Nets. I really think the Nets are going to make quick work of Boston. And Philadelphia and Washington, I think Philly will win in 5 games. I think the Wizards will steal a game against the 76ers, but we'll see what happens there. But anyways, like I said, guys, it's more and more looking like I'm going to have to do a rain check with Dave. So I really apologize again tonight for this. But like I said, guys, who's ever watching, Pat, Mark, feel free to ask me more questions. I can talk for a few more minutes. Like I said, the NBA playoffs, I'm looking forward to. I think Milwaukee, they're up 2-0 on Miami. I do think Miami is going to win 1 or 2 games in Miami, so don't count the Heat out yet. I think they're going to win at least 1 or 2 games in Miami against the Bucks, but I still think the team that beat in the East is going to be the Nets. You got Kevin Durant healthy, Kyrie Irving's healthy, and you got Blake Griffin as well. And like I said, and they're a good team. They're well coached. Steve Nash too. And like I said, I think the big thing is having KD healthy and Kyrie Irving healthy as well. And James Harden, I forgot about James Harden. He's a pretty darn good player too. And then you got Blake Griffin as well and Steve Nash. So I really think the Nets are going to get out of the East. That's my pick. And as for the West, I'm not counting the Lakers out, but like I said right now, it could be Dallas, could be Denver, could be Utah. It's the Western Conference is a little harder to decide. It's just going to depend. Like I said, I know for the Lakers, AD and LeBron are going to have to carry that team if they're going to get back to the Western Finals or even the NBA Finals. But I'm definitely not counting the Lakers out as well. So, anyways, like I said, and as for the Blue Jays, I know they're playing the Yankees tonight. And we'll see what happens with the Blue Jays. But they're going to be playing in Buffalo the June 1st at Saline Field, which is home of the Buffalo Bisons, who are playing their games this year in Trenton, New Jersey. So that facility will most likely, Saline Field will be used for the Blue Jays. I would suspect the Jays will not be in Toronto in 2021. I suspect they'll play the rest of their games in Buffalo this season. So they did have a lot of success there last year. The Blue Jays had a really good winning record there. So, but the Blue Jays, 24 wins, 23 losses. They've got a good offense. They got some good young players. I like their starting pitching, but their bullpen is their weakness. And I think Shapiro and Atkins are going to have to address their bullpen, because if you want to win in Major League Baseball, you're going to have a solid bullpen. That's the one thing the Yankees have over a lot of teams, is the Yankees have an outstanding bullpen, and we'll see. But that American League East, Boston has come back to play well this year. The Yankees are playing much better. Tampa Bay has won 10 or 11 games in a row. So the Blue Jays are going to be in a dogfight to get a wild card spot, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, Tampa Bay, man, they just keep on doing it. They are like the Montreal Expos. They are like the Montreal Expos were back in the 80s and 90s. Low payrolls, but they know how to draft and develop their players. And Kevin Cash is a damn good manager, too. A big market team's going to be wanting Kevin Cash at some point, because, like I said, Tampa Bay's got hardly any payroll compared to these other clubs, but got to give them credit, man. Every year, Tampa Bay is a very solid, competitive club. And before Kevin Cash, they had Joe Madden there as their manager as well. So, but we'll see what happens there. I know the Dodgers are playing a lot better in the National League now. I wasn't surprised. I know they had a tough 10-game streak where the Dodgers didn't play very well, but the Dodgers, to me, are still the team to beat in baseball, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what you guys think, but to me, you got too much pitching and too much offense on that team. And Dave Roberts is an excellent manager. Anyways, guys, like I said, I'm going to talk for another 5 minutes. So if anybody wants to ask me any more questions, feel free to ask. If you want to talk some NFL, we'll talk some NFL. I know with the Eagles, man, we got Jalen Hurts as their number one, and Joe Flacco was brought in as a veteran quarterback presence. So we'll see what happens there. Still no word if Zach Ertz is going to be traded or not. So we'll see what happens with Zach Ertz. I don't think he wants to come back to Philadelphia, but we'll see. But anyways, guys, like I said, I really appreciate you guys coming on here tonight. Please check out my Facebook sports page, the Chris Palme Sports Blog. I update it regularly with all the sports news and stuff like that. So I really appreciate it if you guys do that. And if you guys want to check me out again on social media, Facebook, Sports Blog, Twitter, at Chris D. Palme, Instagram. And if you guys want to subscribe and like my YouTube channel, I would appreciate that as well. Anyways, guys, like I said, hopefully, like I said, guys, it's looking like I'm going to have to do a rain check with Dave Jickster. But things happen, like my friend Pat was saying, technical difficulties. So I'm happy to be on here. I'm glad you guys can hear me and see me and stuff like that. But we'll definitely do that. And like I said, guys, and then I'm looking forward to Friday again. And yeah, Jerry Howarth, my guest on Friday, has a book called Hello Friends, and it's available on Amazon.ca and Indigo.ca. And I'm going to probably look at buying this book as well, because Jerry probably has a lot of good stories in his 36 years with the Toronto Blue Jays. And like I said, I'm looking forward to speaking to Jerry on Friday night at 7 o'clock. So, like I said, guys, hopefully, like I said, we'll have to reschedule. Yeah, I just got an email from, yeah. Okay, yeah, so just 1 sec, yeah. I just got an email from StreamYard, sorry, and I'm just reading the email. We'd be asking your guests go in there, be sure Chrome has permissions to use your camera and microphone. Would you be able to ask you, go be sure, yeah, but that might be a problem too. Add stream, so yeah. But if you do not click add stream, then you'll have no video or audio. Yeah, I did that. So let's see. Okay, guys. Yeah. Anyways, guys, like I said, I'm just going to try to, like I said, I'm gonna probably reschedule with Dave, and hopefully we'll get Dave back on again in the future. So things sometimes happen and stuff like that. So obviously, yeah, guys, is this just going to be me rambling on for a couple more minutes? But just going to send Dave an email, and we're going to just probably reschedule for another time and date and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, if you have any more questions or whatever, please feel free to ask. if you guys want to talk some more sports or stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to, like I said, some more playoff hockey tonight. And we've got basketball games tonight too, and we got baseball, and then we've got the mini training camp going on in the NFL right now too. One question I was going to ask you guys: do you think Green Bay will trade Aaron Rodgers? Yes or no? I do not think Aaron Rodgers will play again for the Packers. I think he's very unhappy with management there, and I really don't think he'll will play with Green Bay again. So it's going to be a bad situation with the Packers right now. Like I said, he really wants out of there. I know he said something about he loves the fans, he loves his teammates, he has no issues with Jordan Love. But when you have an issue with management, especially in the NFL, it does not make for a good working relationship. And obviously, he doesn't have one right now with the Packers ownership and management. So I suspect I wouldn't be shocked if Aaron Rodgers retired. I wouldn't be shocked. I know he still wants to play a couple more years until he's 40, but I think personally right now I wouldn't be shocked. And as for Zach Ertz, I know he wants out of Philadelphia too. He's still got 1 year at 8.25 million US left on his contract, but I don't think if the Eagles cut him, if the Eagles don't cut him by June, I believe he will be with them in training camp, but we'll see what happens there. But like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the Eagles this year. New coaching staff. We've got a new quarterback, basically, Jalen Hurts, and we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to the wide receiver we drafted, Devontae Smith. I'm really looking forward to that. I think he's going to be an impact receiver for the Eagles, and we'll see what happens. And there's also rumors that the Atlanta Falcons are looking to trade, let Julio Jones go. And he also made a slight against Dallas. They asked him about playing for the Cowboys, and he's like, I want to play for a winner. So that's kind of a little dig at Jerry Jones. So I would be very shocked if he ends up with Dallas. But I don't know. Like I said, Matt Ryan's still a good quarterback, and we'll see what happens. But I think New England would be definitely interested in Julio Jones. Buffalo's got enough receivers, so I don't think the Bills would get him. I know Philadelphia, I wouldn't have a problem. I know I was reading up today, Darius Slade, the Eagles cornerback and former Detroit Lion, was talking about possibly getting trying to talk Julio Jones into coming to Philly, which would be great too. But I don't know how much the Eagles don't have a lot of cap space left. And I don't think the Bills do as well. So I wouldn't be shocked. My gut feeling with Julio Jones, if he doesn't stay in Atlanta, he'll end up with New England because I know he wants to play with Cam Newton. And I do think Cam Newton is going to be better in his second year in New England than the first year. And I think having a summer to train with the team and mini training camp and regular training camp will help him. So I really wouldn't be surprised if Julio Jones ends up with the New England Patriots. So we'll see what happens there. But I do expect the Patriots to be a more competitive club this year too. I think that AFC East is going to be tough. I think Buffalo is going to be up there again, number one. And I think Miami is going to be pretty good too. And then you've got New England. I think the Jets are still a long ways away from being competitive. So we'll see what happens there. But anyways, guys, like I said, I apologize again. Like I said, hopefully we can reschedule with Dave again in the future. And like I said, things sometimes happen that are out of our control. And we'll cross our fingers. Friday night, we have no issues with Jerry Harworth on here as well. So anyways, guys, I'm going to probably call this a podcast in a couple of minutes. And like I said, guys, I will reschedule with Dave. And my next show will be Friday, May 28th at 7 o'clock with former Blue Jays radio announcer, longtime voice of the Blue Jays in summer in Toronto, Jerry Howarth as well. And I have some more guests coming on next week, one from WGR Channel 2 and another one from WIVB Channel 4 in Buffalo. I will announce those guests coming on next week on Friday night's show. So anyways, guys, like I said, I'm just basically rambling on about sports tonight. And like I said, hopefully we can get this technical difficulties. Hopefully there won't be any on Friday night, and we'll see what happens there. But like I said, guys, and what I was going to say, nobody else has any questions. I'm going to probably call it a show. I'm also I'm going to try to get my friend Gary from the podcast here in Guelph, the Balance 519, to maybe come on sometime and talk about his gym here in Guelph and know what's going on with the government and stuff like that. And I know Gary's into UFC fighting. He's into nutrition and fitness. So maybe I will bring him on and have him talk about his gym and UFC fighting and nutrition and stuff like that too. So I admit I've put on weight during this pandemic and I need to lose some weight again. But anyways, guys, like I said, just to let you know, my CDP podcast, the audio version is always on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Anchor FM, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Spotify. So I guess I will download this tonight anyways, and we'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, like I said, if nobody has any more questions, I'm gonna let you guys go because I know we got lots of baseball going on tonight. We got the NHL playoffs going on, and we've got the NBA playoffs going on as well. So, like I said, guys, hopefully, like I said, we'll talk to you guys Friday night at 7:00, and I look forward to speaking with Jerry Howarth Friday night at 7:00. And like I said, guys, again, I apologize for the technical difficulties with my guest tonight, Dave Jickster from 97 Rock. And we will definitely have to reschedule Dave again in the future for sure. So, all right. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys Friday night at 7:00 for 30 Minutes Live with CDP. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you Friday night at 7.